What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Devotions with Dennis. I'm always pumped to be with you guys. Thank you for all of you who have been subscribing and sharing these videos with friends and family. God's Word is meant to go out and do work, and just thank you for partnering with me in that, just to help the mission go forward and helping people hear God's Word. So last week we discussed just about this idea of continuously going and about the walking with God, how it starts, and just how the process continues. This week, last week, it really put it on my heart for this week to share about something that culture, at least from what I've experienced, has forgotten about, and it's this idea of serving. So I want to speak to you from this context, which can sometimes be misconstrued, but I want to speak to you from the subject of you've been served. Now, in today's culture, don't get me wrong, I know this culture, it means something wrong, it means something bad, but I want to bring a different light to it. I want to share with you from John 13, verses 1 through 17, where in this passage, Jesus is washing the feet of the disciples. And something that really just stuck out to me was just the persona he takes with this. Because in the world today, the lower the job you have, honestly, the more criticized you can become. I mean, compared to somebody who's an executive in a company and somebody who's a construction worker or somebody who's a plumber, those jobs, the blue-collar jobs, are looked down upon in a lot of ways today. Not everybody sees that way, but many people do. And what Jesus does here is he shows us the way to kill the sin in us. And the biggest one that we all deal with, or that many of us deal with, is a sin of pride. And Proverbs 29:23 says that pride will bring you low, but those are exalted who have honor. Simply saying that if you carry pride, it will not get you anywhere. And I speak from personal experience, because I'm still overcoming a lot of it in my own life. God's helped me overcome a lot of it in my life already, but I'm like we're all a work in progress, and that's something God's continuously working on me with. But I will share with you that what Jesus does here with washing the disciples' feet, the King of Kings, the one above, the highest and of the high, he kneels down and does the thing that's kind of like a janitor's job today, washes people's feet. And that made the disciples uncomfortable if you read the passage, because they didn't see why somebody so high would do something so low. But that really proved to me that in the kingdom world, your title doesn't matter. What matters is your heart posture toward something, your heart posture toward people, your heart posture toward God. Even though Jesus was going to be the King of Kings, he already was, but officially titled all this after he died. Even though that was all coming for him, he still showed complete humility by doing the lowest things of the low, by being around the lowest of society. He, in other words, called out all the highest in society and spent time with the lowest. So that passage really, it just gave me a great reminder that the way to combat any pride that we have just is about serving. It's about serving. Be there for others. Serve. Because as you do that, you give up yourself more, and you give up more of what you think you should be doing. You give up more of who you think, you give up more of what you want, and put yourself out there for others. So as we continue this devotional, Part 2, we'll be sharing just about what the results are of serving people. But Part 1, I hope you're encouraged, because it's about serving. And the more we serve, the more God can work on us and help us become what we're called to be. So I love you guys. I hope this is able to just enlighten you and encourage you, and I'll see you for Part 2. God bless.